to this mess of Fulgora. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, stuff moving all over the place. Well, not really. So what's the hold up down here? Is this the big hold up, the homium? Yeah, looks like it is. Okay. So, let's go over here. You know what? There's something I thought about doing. Let's see if I can think of this. So, buffer. Trash unrequested. Okay. Let's delete that. And delete that. Okay, so what I want to do is have one of you here. And here. Oh, wait. Then we need some power. Okay, we also need probably fast inserters for this. Okay, then what I want is, what would it be? Hold on. Let's make green circuits here. And let's put that there. Okay. So what I want is, I think, is it this one? Okay. So let's have you, we want you to the network. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. And then I want this is what I want as the arithmetic combinator. Hold on. Here. So I want a stack of U, a stack of U, and a stack of U. Decider? Yes, decider. Okay. Turn that one off. Let's have... Well, actually, hold on. I think we can just do this easier by this. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. Okay. Now what we want is... I think I want you. And then we're going to take the input of red and subtract 1,000. Okay, now we just have to wait for that to be built. What we really need is a bunch of green circuits at the moment. So we don't really have a lot of plates anywhere. So we have over here. Wire. Okay, you. Let's change the threshold on this. These only enable, okay. If anything is greater than 1,000. Wait, did I set that up wrong? Hold on. I forgot to connect the green lines into their boxes. Okay. That's... we're not doing that with. Okay, so red chips. I think I want you to be. Let's set you to 500 for now. And we have the power issue again. You, I think, just eat up all of that. And the same with ice. Yeah, because that's just gonna not turn into anything. Okay. But we have the power issue again here. $56 because this is dead. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. You and you. Okay. As well as you. So we need to. So what we need is. Okay, so that's all set up. We're gonna take this, take the green wire from here, go here and here. And we're gonna have you set requests. We're gonna have you set requests. Okay, so I think that's just gonna take a while. I think I do want to switch that to bulk and bulk. I think I want to change that so that's not 1,000. Maybe 2,000. Or maybe 1,500. Let's try that. Okay, we're running into the issue again, so let's switch you to. I don't think I have storage tanks, so let's go to that. We will need. We will also need boilers. Anything is greater than 100. Disabled, less than 100. Okay. That's to say, that's not doing what I wanted to. You're waiting for source items. Okay, that is not working the way I want it to. Let's just limit it. It works better that way. Okay, so what are you missing? Pipes and pipes. Pipes. We'll have to figure out something better for that at some point. How's this doing now? Okay, so we have ice, and then we need to melt ice into water. Which would require this. Okay, so where should I set this up? Over here at the far end? Seems like a good place as any to me. Yep. Alright, right here seems like a decent place to start. Okay, let's see. Chemical plants. So we want to melt ice. That is going to produce 20 water a second. That consumes 6 water a second. Hold on. We need boilers. That's going to be 12. Well, actually, I wouldn't want it that close, would I? Okay. That's going to be 60, so that could support 10 of these. Okay. Three, 4, 5. And then we'll want some fast transport belts bringing here. Okay. Oops. Okay. And then each of those supports 2? Okay. Does that cover everything? Okay. Let's go see if we have enough. Okay, so we need a stack of those. Okay. Where are you missing pipes and you're missing plates? Okay, hold on a second. Where are all those gears? Do these count as being part of the network? Hold on. They're all over there. Ah. Because they're not. Okay, let's... Can I switch this out with this and have it be fine? Okay. That one's working a little better. Okay, so we do need... We do need that just to keep things flowing. Why did it stop all of a sudden? Was it power? Yes, it was power. Okay. Man, I really need... Okay. To make a lot of material here. Okay. And of course we have the same thing going on with ice as well, clogging up the system. Okay. Which means I'm gonna need a second set of these. Need this to go here. And I need you to make bulk inserters. Okay. Now you, how many of these do we have in the network? I'm fine on that. I almost feel like all of these could be set to... This could be set up a lot better, couldn't it? What are you waiting on? Pipes? Pipes is waiting on just iron plates. So we are starting to acquire some iron in and of itself. Okay. Not a lot, I don't think, but... Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Set this to iron ore. Set to 1 stack. We'll leave you at 5 stacks. Leave you there as well. We have some boilers, we have some steam engines. Okay. Let's go over here and see if we can get... Okay, so we have some... Okay, do that. Okay, so we have this stuff, so let's... Yep, that's a problem. We'll fix that in a moment. Okay, you there? You there? You there? Okay. Let's make sure there's no hiccups anywhere. Okay, so what we also want to do is this and this. Oh, gotta make do with what we got. So now we have a little more consistent power. Not a lot, but it'll help. So now what we want to do is... Okay. I don't really have a good spot, but put one here and here. Let's bring it down one more. Actually, I wonder if you can replace that and be fine. No. It's not quite close enough. Yeah, it looks like we're missing some stuff. Okay. Let's go over here. What can we turn off for a moment? This is probably fine, so let's turn this to this. There's gotta be a way I can set up what I'm thinking. I want this to stop putting items in if this is, although maybe. For now, we'll just take that. Okay. Okay. I think this is a bad idea in the long run. Yeah, I think I want to set up something more bespoke, so let's get rid of that. Okay, and the power's off again. And there's a spike. So we just need a lot more accumulators is what I'm seeing. So, accumulators. Do I need concrete for anything at the moment? So, I do need it for the recyclers. But that's about it. So I could, how many do I need to start a recycler? 20? Okay. You can go. What are you, steel? 1,000's probably fine for steel. Batteries. Let's go with 400. You are stone. 1,000 is probably fine for that. Oh, it looks like I do need it for the holmium solution. I need 1 to 2. Okay, we'll leave that. Red circuits are pretty valuable. So I'll leave that right there. This is copper wire. Copper wire is pretty easy to make, and I'm going to get a lot of it, so... What does it stack up to? It stacks up to... So let's change this to 200. We'll keep a stack on hand. Then anything beyond that you can take. Blue chips. You are made out of some useful stuff. You make a lot of useful stuff as well. I think 3 stacks be useful for now. Let's go with 200 for this. And then holmium is just holmium. I need a lot of holmium. Okay. So hopefully there's no more backup. But this does mean I'm gonna need... Okay. A recycler at the end of here. Okay. So, recycler. Oh wait, not you. You can keep going. We need you to read. So if this... So if ice equals 8, you can go. Okay. Solid fuel. 8. You can go. Alright. So that'll keep tossing that stuff away. Okay. Okay. Now, hopefully we're making kind of... Okay. So what I should do... Here. Let's cut... Okay. So what's the hold up on... Ooh. Okay. You need gears. Which there's plenty of gears there. Why aren't you? Okay, so let's start by puts out okay, iron plate. Yep. Okay, so what we want to do is take you, right? So what I could do is start scrapping, putting iron plates back through. Honestly, that might be worthwhile. Hold on. Let's go all the way to the end here. Grab this one from here to here. See, it's 1, 2. We would want this set to 1,000. Okay. And then we would want this to be iron plates. Okay, now let's go down here. So what we want to do now is take all of you away, and all of you away. Oh, I think I still want this kind of setup. And this to 1. On this to enable disable if gears equals 8. Okay. Looks like that takes a while. How's it going over here? Are those just slow? Yeah, they're a little slow. I could go add some more mines over there. Okay, so let's see. How is power looking now? It's getting better. It's a little more stable. Okay. Let's head over there. Not on the... Careful of the train. Okay, so let's cut you, and you. Okay, so... Turn this off for a moment. there's one chest. I should have some research going at least. What? Mining productivity is a good one to have. I'm gonna go get some more. Oh yeah, I could also... Hold on. Which one's steel? You're supposed to be steel. Okay, hold on. Alright. Back down this way. Looks like some more scrap down there to the south. At least this will load now. Oop, we out of power over here? We are. Okay. I think I have some. Okay. Oh. Just a moment. Let me... Okay. So hopefully that makes that a little smoother. We can do this again. And we're gonna head back over here for a moment. Okay. Thank you for joining me for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.